logistics. So hi, everybody. I'm Wendy Howard. I'm the executive director of Montgomery Green, and I am excited to be here on our last Eco Evening of 2021. I'm kind of excited that 2021 is just about over. It's been a rough year for many of us. Lots of ups, lots of downs. I'm excited that we were able to get out a couple of times during the year to see all of you guys, but I look forward to a real time when we can really be out there hugging, talking, romping, enjoying the environment. So that is my goal for 2022. Just some logistics, as I mentioned to you guys before, we had such a nice outpouring of attendees that we decided to sort of start this as a webinar. So for those of you as attendees, you will be promoted a little later on. So there will be some networking and some opportunity. We have plenty of exciting things for you tonight. And as always, some changes to our agenda. Life does that to you, but it's not going to stop us from having a good time. Let's see. I think that's it. Normally, I would turn this over to Adriana, but Cindy has agreed to step in. Adriana, I guess, had a family obligation. So I am going to promote Cindy, so she can talk to us a little bit about, it is Cindy, right? That's going to do it?
Yep.
Okay, great. To talk to us a little bit about why we are actually here, what this Gift Outside the Box campaign is all about. So Cindy, I am about to make you large. Hello, Cindy.
Hello, everybody. It's great to be here. Happy holidays. And it's just so nice to know that there's so much support for this Gift Outside the Box concept and the Gift Outside the Box campaign. I'm going to share a link to our website, hoping that you guys will be able to look at that later. But in the meantime, I'm going to share my screen so that we can kind of go through a little bit about what the Gift Outside the Box campaign is all about. Can you see my screen with our website?
We can.
Great. You know what? Anytime you're looking for some ideas and suggestions for what to give to somebody this holiday season, go to our website. We have so many partners and ideas and things and concepts that you can consider when you're thinking about what can I do this year that's different, that's going to be meaningful for local businesses, meaningful for the environment, because we all know that when you shop local, you're supporting not only local businesses, but you're also lessening the impact on the environment, which supports the environment. So we have a few categories of things to kind of keep this this challenge easy for people to remember. And of course, buy local. What does buy local mean? It means it's supporting local businesses, as I've said. Think about ideas like giving tickets to the Strathmore Theater, for example, Imagination Stage. Think about gifting to things that are made in the state of Maryland. Supporting our local agriculture and our economic opportunities. There are so many here in Montgomery County. Of course, fresh fruit and vegetables that are grown here in the county as well. And, here is an idea. You can download this certificate and provide this certificate as sort of like a gift to somebody that represents what you plan to give them. If, for example, if you wanted to give them, a membership to a CSA and that CSA is not available right now, well, this would be something you can give them in place of that. Gifting experiences is another concept that is part of our Gift Outside the Box campaign. Gifting online classes at the University of Maryland, at Montgomery College, Montgomery County's Department of Recreation, virtual classes through Montgomery Parks. Brookside Gardens has a whole lot, and a whole list of lovely classes and events taking place there. And again, we have a certificate that you can download and fill out and use as a gift to represent that experience that you're giving as a gift. Gift greener. Some ideas for gifting greener. Well, you can have an energy audit. You can pay for somebody to have an energy audit at their house, and that will help lower their energy bills. Consider, shopping online, making purchases and making sure that everything that you have there is helping to reduce all the packaging. And then, of course, supporting our certified green businesses. Here's a link. I'm not going to open this right now, but a link to our certified green businesses. If you want to support them in Montgomery County, you'll be able to see those businesses that have gone out of their way to find, to get certified in the county to be certified green businesses. And then we have Give Back. That is an opportunity for people to sort of give the idea of volunteering. Maybe a gift you can give to somebody would be, hey, let's spend several hours a week or several hours a day volunteering our time for a particular organization. Here's an idea: giving the gift of life and donating blood at the NIH blood bank or any other local blood bank. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. So many opportunities for giving gifts without having to think about buying something brand new. Go to a thrift shop. Think about maybe, we all have so many pictures in our phones. Printing a photo from our phone and then reusing a frame that we already have, giving that frame new life with a new photo. Thinking about ways to reuse, reduce, and recycle is such a wonderful way to celebrate the holidays, I think. And so if you're looking for ideas, come to our website, buy local, gift experiences, gift greener, give back, and reduce, reuse, and recycle. Think about all of those things and come up with some new ideas for celebrating the holidays. And if and when you do this, share that image of your idea, maybe after the holidays, after you've already given your idea, so you're not giving it away. Share that on social media. Send us a photo or post it on social media and tag DEP, and you'll be able to find all of our social media platforms. Oh, I should also mention this while I'm kind of scrolling through our website. Look at all the partners, all the different organizations that are part of our campaign, and supporting those partners, finding opportunities. All of these are hot links to their websites. Go onto their websites and see what kinds of things they've got going on that where you can kind of think creatively about ideas for gifting through the holidays. Many different partners. And again, back to our social media. If you are, excited about the gifts that you're giving, that they're different and unique this year, post that on social media and then tag us. And you can find all of our social media tags right here on our website. I'm going to go back to our gift outside the box. Please look for some cool ideas. They're all right here. So have a great time tonight. I think this is going to be a really fun evening. I personally have choir practice tonight, so I'm not going to be able to stay for the whole evening, so I apologize for that. But I'm going to stick around for the first half hour. Wendy, thank you very much for giving DEP an opportunity to highlight our Gift Outside the Box campaign.
I love it. Thank you so much. And it actually is kind of the theme of the evening. So that worked out really well. Most of the evening, I'm going to stop you. There you go, from sharing. Most of the evening, we are going to be talking about sort of ways to participate in those 5 categories that you mentioned. I love that you gave us a kind of a good, quick synopsis of it all. Now, I guess it does look like we're missing one more, but Leslie, do you think you can do it? Are you going to be able to share your screen?
Yes, I just went ahead and, so we're doing a raffle. Actually, sorry. First of all, let me get rid of the baby in the background.
Now, wait, don't get rid of the baby.
Just going with Dad to the playroom.
The most charming noise of the evening.
Oh,
so
and I see.
We're going to do 3 raffles tonight because I have 3 raffle prizes. So I just wanted to show off what we have. Nothing too crazy exciting. I mean, it's some of the stuff you might have seen at DEP before, but we just have a lot in this bag. So we've got like a couple little keychains, like a jar opener, and then of course I'm blurry. Okay, hold on. Yeah. We have like our little lunchbox with reusable fork and spoon. Like sometimes I think these could be a gift. So then we
work for me.
And we also have a reusable water bottle and mug. And we have the energy pack as well, which includes a cutting board. It's got a nice little notebook, calendar for 2022, shower timer. And I don't even know everything that's in here, but knowing that Larissa made it, I bet it's amazing. This is the Love Where You Live Home Comfort Kit. I bet it's heavy too. It's got all sorts of stuff in it. I don't know.
I've got one. It's got like weather stripping. It's
Ooh.
got cool stuff. I'm happy I got mine. Tia got one too, so we love that kit.
So we got one of those in each of the prizes too, and then not one, but 2 different types of reusable bags for all your holiday shopping. We've got the nice little energy quick one if you just ran into CVS because you saw a cute sale, or our normal big shopping bag for when you're going to, you know, your big store, local store to get all of your, you know, holiday shopping done. So I was going to do the first time people in the room, but I don't know if I paid that well attention. So I just put a bunch of people's names who are in here in the, am I sharing my screen? Wait a minute.
You're not. You might want to.
There. Okay, so I put a bunch of people's names so I saw who came in, and so that's how we're doing this one randomly. The other ones I'm going to ask you questions, so they'll be more exciting. But this one, let's just click to see who won.
Oh, I'm so excited! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Emery.
Emery! Yay!
So what I also will do is I'll message you all, I guess, individually in the chat and set up how you can pick it up. I can always set it out at our DEP Wheaton offices, so that might be best.
Awesome. Congratulations, Anne-Marie. That is wonderful. So you guys, you got to stay on so that you can also participate in that. And I see that your partner in crime, Amatola, is here now. So you guys can work on the questions and answers for the next one.
Yay. All right, great. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
All right, great. Well, you know, as Cindy was talking about some of the different partners and, you know, some of the different ideas, one of the things she talked about was sort of buying things made here in the state of Maryland. And that brings us to the Moko made concept. And our friends from the Food Council. Oh, I see Beza. I'm going to make you big. All right. Hello, Beza. Good to see you.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. Hi, Wendy.
Hello.
Okay, so I can go ahead and start. I'm Beza, and I'm with the Montgomery County Food Council. And today I'm here to talk to you guys about Moko Made. It goes hand in hand with the local gift giving we were just talking about. And this is especially for the foodie in your life. And if you're like me, you're always looking for different foods and beverages for myself, or it's a great time to give it to your family members and friends as well. So the Moko Made initiative started in 2017, and this is essentially the goal is to increase the visibility and awareness of the diverse products made and grown in Montgomery County. And today we have about 84 food and beverage businesses that participate in the Moko Made program. And that's including 44 businesses that identify as women-owned, 19 that identify as BIPOC, and 20 producing farms. So you have a lot of varieties to choose from, whether it is wine, a brewery, like farm fresh delights, or like your pantry staples. Like, you're sure to find something you like from our listing. And I'm gonna share with you guys a few different ways you can access them. And I'm gonna put links in the chat. At first is we have our online food and beverage guide, and that has all of the businesses that I mentioned. And you guys can find them, and you guys can sort it by whether it's by drinks or food. And that is the link I put in the link right now. And like you guys, there's so many things to choose from and so many different things to try. So definitely go in there and check it out. But if you want to narrow down your search, and if you just guys want to focus on women-owned local businesses, we also have a guide for that, which I just put the link in the chat. And then we also, like I mentioned, have our BIPOC businesses. And here are the businesses in that guide you can choose from. There are so many different things, like I said, from waffles to sauces to spices. So I know you're going to find something in there as well. And then we also forgot to mention have our Asian owned businesses, and I'll put that in the chat as well. And while I get the link for that, I also wanted to tell you guys, actually tomorrow, we're going to be launching our local gift guide. We had a little computer issue today, so we're going to be launching it tomorrow. And if you guys follow us on the social media at Moko Made or at the Food Council, you guys are going to see when it launches, and there's going to be different deals and discounts for a few of the businesses that are on there. So definitely keep an eye out. And if you ever try any of the products, please take a picture and tag me in it, or tag the Food Council in it, and we'll repost your post. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. But definitely try one of our local foods and beverages this holiday season. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you so much. And Bessa, you posted it only to hosts and panelists, so we're going to copy and paste that to everyone. But don't worry if you didn't get it. We're going to make sure that after this event, you guys are all going to get an email probably tomorrow or the next day with all the resources, Kit's recipe, everything that we talked about here. We'll make sure that you'll have that. So don't worry, but we'll copy that in. Tia or Brenda, if you wouldn't mind copying that and just making it available to her links to the Food Council guide to all of them. That would be great. But that's wonderful. Thank you so much. I love it. It really is a great way to support the local businesses. You know, when you're looking for good food and beverage, it's always a great place for I try and go to. I like to say I've tried it all, but of course I haven't, which is the exciting part. That means there's more for me to try. But that brings us to Dr. Choti, who we've called our keynote speaker here because she's got such a great message. We're so excited to have her participating and talking to us about what she's doing for food security, or food insecurity, excuse me, or, you know, for security, however you want to look at it. But I really appreciate you being with us here today, and it's all about you. You can share your screen. Dr. Choti.
Thank you so much, Wendy. Let me try to share my screen. Okay, can I see it? I'm a little challenged. You can bear with me. Let me see if I can get it.
We got the time.
When I need the screen is when I don't see it. Okay, just give me a minute to just kind of get this on my, I see it on my top, but I'm trying to see it. I can see it on Zoom. Okay.
Can you see it at the bottom of your screen or at the top?
I see it now. Awesome. Can you see it now?
We sure can.
Okay, so yes, thank you, Wendy, for the opportunity to interact with other members through your organization. And it's my pleasure to introduce AgriThrive and share with you the work that we have done on food. So AgriThrive, we are focused on serving the underserved African immigrants in the greater Washington, D.C. area. And we serve Baltimore, we serve Montgomery County, and a little bit of D.C. and Peachey County. So we do so by increasing access to culturally appropriate food, youth skills development, and economic opportunity. And the idea behind AgriThrive is our personal experience as a family immigrating to the US 20 years ago through the Fulbright Scholarship. As international students with young family, we juggled around looking for schools for our children, and our children were tracked. We didn't realize what tracking was all about until later, when we realized and got back on track. And that's how we became advocates in Montgomery County, did PTA and school board, and it's been a pleasure. So we transformed that idea into a nonprofit last year. And so we are using food as a tool to fight hunger and also poverty. We realize parents are working 3-4 jobs to put food on the table. And we're trying to see how can we support, because we feel if we provide access to culturally appropriate food, then combine it with strategic interventions like skill building, then we can bridge that problem of poverty and get the parents to be available for children. So we are all about family. So we do our food distribution through the Montgomery County and Baltimore County task forces. We do have our partners, for example, the DC Central Kitchen. We do get grants, for example, the MAFRAC. I'm not sure if you are sure with the Mid-Atlantic. And also we learn, we do a community gardening approach, and which is really our baby, because our search for culturally appropriate food when we got into this country got us into starting our own backyard garden, then transitioned into a community garden that we have today. So our community garden program seeks to address challenges that actually ourselves faced as new immigrants and other new immigrants face, or immigrants in general, especially from those from Africa. And so we have objectives with the gardening program in not only producing food, but also educating and demonstrating to the families that there are opportunities to grow culturally appropriate food. We piloted it, we succeeded, and we are always recruiting families to be able to grow vegetables. One lesson that COVID taught us, African immigrants rely on dry food from home country. When people are coming, they send dry food here. COVID lockdown, that could not happen. 2 years down, it's not happening. So what do? You have to innovate and grow the vegetables locally, and they serve your need. And also for us, the idea behind the community gardening was to create a platform where immigrant families could come together, garden, exchange information, and also advocate for culturally appropriate food. So I want to share a little bit about our garden preparation. If you can see the pictures, that's how we start preparing our garden. Then some of the vegetables that we grow right there, as you can see, it's spider flower. It's the most favorite vegetable, and that's grown here. African immigrants from the East African and West African region imported this commodity from Africa dry. Then they soak it in water and then wait and then cook it. But now we can be able to grow because we have demonstrated that the soil here, they do very well. So the spider flower is very rich in proteins, vitamins, carbs, and minerals. And in Africa, and even here among the immigrant communities, this is a vegetable that pregnant and lactating mothers are advised to use because it helps them produce more milk for the children. And so we advocate for growing because the families can have more than just the mothers or the pregnant women, but the family can use it. Another popular vegetable that we grow, it's the nightshades. It's called Managu. It's also very rich in nutrients. One of the things it helps is digestion. If you take more of it, and if you have indigestion issues, it helps. And also it's very rich in vitamin C, and it has A and E as well. So this is showing you the farm where we grow, and this up here, it's the harvested Managu or nightshades. This is the plant, and this is the watering that goes on at the community garden. Oh, went backwards, sorry. Let's go this way. So once we harvest, we have, I'm sharing with you pictures of our food operations. In Montgomery County, we have had two sites, Gaithersburg and Aspen Hill, that due to logistical issues, we closed down the Gaithersburg location. So we are serving out of Aspen Hill location. So you can see volunteers packaging the food. Here the food is been packaged, and the immigrant community families are coming by to get the food, just to share with you. So we carry the food and it's packaged, and then the families get the food. So we serve food every Friday. Sorry, I'm missing some. Okay, so to share also, Every Thrive, we are 1 year old. This is our second year, and we are really excited about what we have done. We realize that the needs are really high among the immigrant communities, because traditionally they are not served with the traditional food assistance programs. They are shy off, or they don't find the food they like, and so they withdraw. And we have had stories of many of the families that have been out and they say, I couldn't find food for my children, so I did not go there. So we have, as a growing organization, our capacity has been stretched. And so this year, as we end, we have launched a Food for the Syrians fundraising campaign to pivot our food operations, because we are growing, and also the volume of food we handle has increased. We get to serve every Friday about 650 to 700 families every Friday, in 300 in Montgomery County, and about 350 to 400 in Baltimore County. So we have realized that all the food comes the very day, and there are some families that call off the day that we are not distributing, and we have to connect them to other food assistance programs to get the food, because we do not have storage. So we are looking for support to get a warehouse facility and equipment where we could run our food operations. So that's why we launched our Food for Resilience campaign. And I want to share with you, if you can go to our website and see www.everythrive.org, see how you can support. We are looking for volunteers, specifically event planners. If you are gifted and you want to give your time as an event planner, please, we welcome you. You're talented in communication, social media, you can write a blog, or you can write an article, or you can share, or you can make a phone call. We welcome you to volunteer with us. And we also looking for board members. You're passionate about food security and you would like to partner with Every Thrive. We welcome you to reach out to us and serve in our board. So I will ask you also to connect with us. Our email is right there. Our website is right there, my email. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, and also on Instagram. So we are there to connect with you and to serve Montgomery County. So that's the end of my presentation.
That was awesome.
Yes.
That was so good, and I can see you got some good comments in the chat box. People love this. I think the idea of the culturally appropriate food is so important. You know, the story you told of someone feeling like they couldn't feed their child because they didn't, you know, the food wasn't what they're used to, what the children like, or what will give them the nutrients, what they want to cook with. So I think that's great. I love it. Thank you so much for joining us. And we will make sure to share all of your information in, like I said, the email when we send out tomorrow or the next day, so that you guys can have all of that to refer back to as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was great. And right on time too. I love it.
Thank
So
you.
next we're going to bring up one of our partners in crime. That is Adam from Bethesda Green. You know, as fellow Greens, we share a common goal, but luckily we all have different approaches and different ways to achieve that. I love that. You know, you can't just do it one way. So Adam, I'm going to bring you up, and then I'm also going to bring up Jeffrey. I'm going to do so you guys can share. You want to share right now, or you want to wait till you speak or before? I can make you guys share. Oh, I love it. I love it. So let's add. All right, there you go. Adam and Jeffrey, good to see you.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Wendy. I really appreciate it. It's very kind of you to include Bethesda Green in your event. However, I will say it's very unkind of you to have me speak after Dr. Chody. That's quite unfair to have to follow such an excellent presentation. So thank you, Dr. Chody, for that. And I messaged you to email me about event planners. I may have someone who can help. So yes, a very tough act to follow, but thank you. Yes, I'm Adam Roberts, the Executive Director of Bethesda Green, and obviously Montgomery Green, Bethesda Green, Poolsville Green. We're all sort of partner organizations and working to create sustainable urban ecosystems throughout Montgomery County and make sure that we have an environmentally focused program of livable green activities that we can undertake for the betterment of everybody. I was thinking about this event today, and Cindy mentioned in her opening from DEP that one of the ways that you can benefit the environment at the holidays is shopping not only local, but buying used. And I was thinking, as I put on my Goodwill Christmas blazer for this event, that I am 100% in favor of recycling clothing and buying such. So I'm all in favor of that. I think that's great. And I wanted to talk a little bit about Bethesda Green, but only briefly, because of two things. One, Wendy said in her introduction that we sort of work in different ways, some of us, and I think that's quite true. But Cindy also talked about the need to volunteer, and I think that's really important as well. And so I'm just going to share two things quickly. One is a little bit about the work that we do, which provides opportunities for volunteerism and our efforts to make the community more green. But then I also want to talk about the business side of what we do, which makes us unique as a nonprofit organization, but also is particularly relevant to this. So the first thing I just want to sort of share is the work that we do on stormwater mitigation and rain gardens, which we do not only in partnership with DEP, but also the Chesapeake Bay Trust and others, where we're looking at places like Glenway Gardens condominiums in Silver Spring, Maryland, which was built on an incredible slope from the front entrance to the back of the property. And that meant that when we would have massive rains, the water would flood down the parking lot from the front of the property to the back, literally breaking out windows of the condos at the bottom of the property. So Bethesda Green worked with the condo managers to plant rain gardens to try and mitigate some of this stormwater problem, and also put these cisterns on the sides of the buildings to catch the rainwater. And we're now installing some new technology so that we can, by remote control, monitor the water. And when the cisterns get full and the property needs to be watered for the good of the plants, we can do so remotely. So really exciting stormwater mitigation projects that we're doing, including with volunteers. We also work to get street level recycling throughout Bethesda, and we have businesses that sponsor a bin, whether it's the Rotary Club or local hospitals or Eat the Change organization, and they make sure that everywhere that we can possibly have a recycling bin to go alongside a trash receptacle, we do. So if anybody on this call wants to for the holidays on behalf of your organization, your business, your community, your family, sponsor a bin, please do get in touch with me and we can put a bin in Bethesda right on the street with your name on it. And like Montgomery Green, we do all this, as I say, with volunteers, many of whom are high school students. And we have a significant environmental education program called Environmental Leaders, where we mentor high school seniors from the Bethesda high schools through their year-long environmental science project. They get some real-world work experience by interning in our office, and we help them, as I say, with their project. These kids do some amazing things, from promoting composting in their high school cafeterias to creating 3D models of fishing vessels to show all the different ways that you can have technology to prevent overfishing. So these kids, who are obviously so important for the future of environmental protection and fighting climate change, are doing really exciting things, and we're proud to mentor them. And then the last thing I'll talk about is in terms of volunteering, we do some pollinator gardens that we're planting around Montgomery County, and also weeding Montgomery County, for in our case, Bethesda streets, so that we get volunteers to go out throughout the streets of Bethesda and pull weeds to avoid the use of pesticides. So there are a lot of volunteer opportunities that we have, and we encourage folks to join us as we undertake all of that work to make Bethesda green. But as I say, the thing that makes us unique as a nonprofit environmental organization is that we're not just looking at the environmental living side, how we create more green space and have a more livable, sustainable community. We're also mentoring, incubating, accelerating startup businesses, what we call eco-entrepreneurs, like Jeff Neal, who's going to speak in a moment, to create business models that are focused on sustainability, so that that they can have new businesses that are for the good of the community, for the good of the environment, and that we can help those businesses grow and ultimately, hopefully, succeed. And I just want to talk quickly about a couple of those businesses. I'm going to try and get rid of the screen sharing here. Seem to have a little trouble getting it off the screen. Sorry, bear with me. Okay. Can you also see? Can you still see my screen, Wendy?
Your screen. Yep. So I am going to. I've stopped you.
Thank you. Sorry, it just wouldn't let me out. So Bethesda Green has what we call the Innovation Lab, Bethesda Green's Innovation Lab, and I'll pop the link in the chat. And that's where, you know, in addition to everything Wendy and Cindy have been talking about in terms of shopping local, buying local, and making sure you're doing good with your commercial choices, we're actually on the back end at the very beginning of the process trying to help create businesses that are good for the environment. So, for example, we're working with Cosmos Roastery, a veteran-owned Montgomery County business that has zero emissions roasting, coffee bean roasting processes. And we've got Cinnamon Tree that does organic single source spices from Sri Lanka. So we're actually creating businesses that we hope will be good for the environment and add to sustainability. And that's where my colleague Jeff Neal comes in, and I'm going to turn it over to him to talk about his business so that you can see some of the cutting edge technology that we're employing in an effort to make the community green. So thank you very much, Wendy and Cindy, for having us at Bethesda Green and for having me specifically. A lot of people always try and figure out when the holiday starts. Is it Black Friday? Is it, you know, when the Christmas tree goes up in New York in Times Square or whatever? For me, it's when we have the One Montgomery Eco Green evening with holiday giving and DEP's Gift Outside the Box. That's how I know when the holiday season has started. So thanks for including me. And Jeff, I'll turn it over to you to talk a little bit about loop closing.
Can you see the screen?
Perfect.
The presentation. All
Looks
right.
good.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much. And Adam, thank you for bringing us on, and also for the fabulous support that Bethesda Green provides us. We work with a lot of partners and philanthropic organizations. By far, Bethesda Green has been the most boots on the ground, supportive and helpful of any. And so, but I'm here to give you hopefully a solution that will be helpful for you moving forward. If not over the holidays, you can sink your teeth into it after the holidays. But I would love to be able to be in an audience and have everyone raise their hands. Who wishes that their organizations that they interact with composted food waste? I'll do it with the panelists. I can see you all. wow, everyone raises their hand that wishes it. And I mean organizations businesses you interact with, such as the offices you work in, if you're back in an office. If not, if you're at home, maybe your condo building, or great, Molly, thanks for the hand up. And also the schools you attend, or if it's the restaurants you go to or order from, if you're not going to them yet, the grocery stores or caterers. But all of these businesses that we patronize, wouldn't it be great if we would compost the food waste that's generated? And unfortunately, the reality is, for most of us, it's not the case. And instead, that is partly due to our tunnel vision focus on centralized systems as the main solution. And the barriers to this are the high costs of hauling and land acquisition, and restrictions from permitting, zoning, and neighbor resistance. In a rare case that we can overcome these barriers, then the large industrial facilities get placed in underrepresented communities. And this is driving structural inequities. And then lastly, storing food waste in dumpsters waiting to be picked up allows it to rot uncontrollably, exacerbating that ick that plagues our urban areas, the spills and smells and pests. I see a head nodding. Yeah, we all know that in our urban areas. So DEP is charged in Montgomery County with leading the way to the solution, and they're charging ahead, but they can't do this alone. They need our help. And Loop Closing is here to help, with the help of Bethesda, and with a better way. Use a decentralized approach to avoid the affirmation barriers of the cost of hauling, the restrictions, the inequities, and the ick. And instead, place composting machines where dumpsters now stand to compost the food waste on site. This is where it's already handled by janitors, by bussers, or other staff. There's no hauling costs, there's no new land to purchase or facilities needing zoning or permitting or neighbor consent. Organizations can start now and provide the capacity we need to do all of that food waste in Montgomery County. So instead of rotting uncontrollably in the dumpster, you follow the arrow, place the food waste in one end of the composting machine, and come on the other side, exits the finished compost. Now, if you want your organizations to compost food waste, Loop Closing can choose from a wide range of commercially available composting machines to right size the needed solution. And on-site composting isn't new, but it hasn't scaled because of its barriers. And that's what Loop Closing solves for with our high-touch client support. Now, to learn more about how your organizations can save money while composting food waste, please contact us at Loop Closing. My name is Jeffrey Neal. I am the CEO and founder, and I'll put my email address in the chat. Thank you, Adam. Back to you.
Awesome. That was really good. And I like I hadn't seen the compost variety. I thought it was just sort of a one size fits all. I love it.
Yeah.
That's great. All
yeah,
right,
we got you covered.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, we have, thank you guys for talking about what's happening in Bethesda, for once again, bringing us back to some real good solutions with our food waste. I love it. Now we're going to move to a little bit of entertainment. I am excited to welcome Shannon from, let me find you, Shannon. To welcome Shannon from Community Bridges, and she is going to bring on one of the talented ladies. Oh, I can't find you this way. Let me go this way. Here we go. I found you. All right.
Awesome.
Oh, I will find you. I'm trying to make you big. Oh, there you are.
It's okay. I'm here.
There you go. And I'm going to
Awesome.
get Just Love with you next.
Great. Thank you, Wendy. I'm Shannon May Thomas. I'm the Executive Director of Community Bridges, and I'm really excited to be here with all of you this evening. And I have the honor of introducing two amazing girls to you this evening. But before I do, I'll tell you just a little bit about Community Bridges and some other ways you can give green this winter and this holiday. So Community Bridges, we are a leadership empowerment organization here in Montgomery County that works with girls in grades 4th through 12th. We have an after-school program, mentoring program, college access and success program, and we work with our families and our alum. And first up this evening, before I introduce her, I wanted to tell you, so we've been talking a little bit about giving green and ways to give back this holiday. One thing that I would encourage you guys to do is if you don't really know what you want to give somebody and you're searching, is that you can give in somebody's honor to one of the many amazing nonprofits here in Montgomery County. And if you were to choose Community Bridges, one thing that we do is we have a program called Invest in a Girl, and we actually connect our donors directly to one of our girls. You get updates monthly about how they're doing in program, actually getting to know them one-on-one, and they can ask questions of you too. So it's kind of an exchange and getting to know one of the girls in our program. And that turns me over to one of our truly amazing girls. I have the honor of introducing you first to Just Love Alibi. She's a junior at Springbrook High School, and she's been in our program since elementary school. And that's right, you heard, since elementary school. That is our goal, that girls are with us from 4th grade through 12th grade. Just Love is an extremely talented poet, and she's going to share with you this evening an original piece she wrote called Different, and I think she's also going to share with you one of her art pieces. So I'm now going to turn it over to Just Love.
Hello. Today I will be sharing a poem titled Different. And this is the artwork that goes with the poem. I don't know if it's viewable, but
It's
yeah,
beautiful. Can you get closer to the microphone?
Okay, sorry.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay, you can't see. Oh, well, I'll show the artwork that goes with the poem one more time. This is what it looks like. It's titled I Am Black.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. And here is the poem. Sorry for the noise in the back. I have a lot of siblings. Different. Is it divine? Is it pretty? I'm unsure. It comes in various shapes, sizes, colors, and much more. Is it a disease, and is there a cure? Different. Should I run, hide, or find a place to bury my body with my self-hate? With all
Oh no.
And Just Love is frozen.
Oh no.
out all the toxic things, leaving a bitter taste on my tongue. Different. This taste is the residue of hate. This is what I speak against because I have tasted it before. It is not a pleasant flavor. That is why I speak against it and give you something sweet to savor. Different. Dipped hips, chubby cheeks, big lips, saggy breast, body hair, teeth that aren't the best, stretch marks, overweight, deep voice, too tall, too light, too short, too many marks, too skinny, too different, you're not my friend. Oh, when will this madness end? When we appreciate our differences and walk with royalty, knowing we are handsome and beautiful in all humility, accepting the good for who we are and desiring changes with pure motives and intentions. Understanding who we are before is no less than the person we see in our mirrored reflections. Different. In appearance, in mind, in life. Wrong will be corrected, but the suppressed good will soon be allowed to bloom. So is different like a seed. Does different need water to bloom into a beautiful flower? Or is the water just being kept away from the seed? Or is the seed too scared to be watered? The seed is beautiful. The seed is different. The seed is wonderful. The seed is magnificent. The seed is different. Different, different, different. The real word to describe our normal. Now with difference amongst the diverse of people, in unity comes wisdom and power. And with this brings forth great movements, friendships, and dismisses segregation that tastes so sour. Why don't we come together and focus on what is important? Let us start with our earth, ecosystem, health, and community. We can do it. Don't say you can't. different.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. That was beautiful. Just beautiful. Thank you so much. That was amazing. And that's the second time I've heard it. And I heard more this time. Beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Shannon, we'll bring you back in a little bit later on, but we are going on for what I know will be an exciting component. Kit from Green Plate Catering is going to show us a recipe for cranberry sauce and relish. Hi, Kit.
Hello, everyone. So I have about 5 minutes and I'm going to show you how to make a quick cranberry sauce, which actually you could gift. You could put it in a pretty jar and you could gift it. They just need to keep it in the fridge. So another category for gifts are things you can make your own. So you can think about baking things for friends or making jams, using local quinces or something and making jams, local apples, whatever, make some applesauce for people. It's not hard. It's just chopping and cooking it up until it simmers down to deliciousness. So I'm going to show you how to make cranberry sauce and relish. The first thing is the cranberry sauce. It's very easy and quick to make. I like to use an organic cranberry if I can. You take about 12 ounces. That's about the size the package comes. And you put it into a saucepan along with some water, about 2/3 cups, and some sugar. We use organic sugar. Usually it's just unbleached. It has a little better for you. And you put it all together into the pan and turn it on to simmer. I don't know if you can see me back here. My stove.
We can see you.
So, and then you'll put it on and it'll take about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll see how it looks. So it's just really basically sugar, water, and the cranberry. For the relish, I like to use an orange and mix it up a bit. And it's about, so you can just take an orange and just, I chop the whole thing. You know, I tried, if there's seeds or anything in it, or the pith, you can take that out. The pith is like the white kind of tougher part in there. Some people will remove this. I don't think it's necessary because it's got a lot of vitamins and minerals in there for you. So you just want to cut up an orange, you know, just cut the ends off and go at it. Now, if you're lucky and you have a food processor, it'll make this a lot easier. If you don't have a food processor, then you can use a lemon zester or an orange zester and put zest into a food processor. So we're going to put it all in the food processor. We're going to take 3 cups of cranberries and put them in there. When you do the cranberries, give them a wash and check them over. They might have a little boo-boo or something. You can still use them. So you're going to put all that in the food processor. So we're going to we put the orange, the cut up orange. We're going to put about 3 cups of cranberries or 12 ounces. And then we're going to put about 2/3 cups of sugar. Some people like it sweeter. If you don't like it so sweet, you can just use less sugar. You can always add more. So let's taste it. So you won't hear me. I'm going to get drowned out. You're just going to zip it up in here with the orange, the sugar, and the cranberry. Just to blend up. Meanwhile, let's check our sauce. Just very bubbling away. So see these cranberries, I don't know whether you can see, but they're gonna get softer.
You can see it there. Mm-hmm.
And then they'll gel up with the natural pectin or whatever it is in there, and they'll be saucy. And next day they might be more gelled like in the can that you get, you know, at the grocery store. Much better flavor. So then I've pulverized everything here. I don't know whether you can see it, but it's all pulverized, and that's pretty much it for this. So you can take this out. You can get nice jar. If you have a jar at home, and you can And, you know, use one of your old jars, take the label off. Put it in here.
I love the idea of reusing a jar that you might have gotten from something else.
You know, the fun jars, I always save the fun ones. I have, just keep track of the lid. You can put it in a jar. You can make a fun label for it. And you can put a bow on it. And then you can give it away as a gift or with your jam, or you can serve it with your turkey or your ham, or you can mix a little mayonnaise in with it and put it on a sandwich. There you got it. See?
Oh my God, that's so beautiful.
It's the old jar. So let's see how this is. So this is how you want the sauce. You want some, no, you can't really see here. You want some, you know, mostly it's going to break down, and then you'll have a little bit of the whole cranberries there too. And oh, and I did put a little cinnamon stick in there. You can just put a little bit of cinnamon in there for flavor. If you don't have a cinnamon stick, just a little pinch of cinnamon. You can also put a pinch of cinnamon or cloves in the relish. And then this is the sauce. So this one will gel up and this one will stay. And then you just refrigerate it. If you give it as a gift, just say keep in the fridge. And so I just want to tell you real quick about Green Plate, because we are a certified Montgomery County certified green business. We do compost 100%. For 8 years now, we've been composting. I'm very excited about Jeffrey's loop closure thing, and I wish I'm looking forward to everybody composting and us composting in our own backyard even, and trying to use things that we think aren't so great. You can really use, you can get creative with food and use that rice 3 times. It doesn't have to go or whatever. Foods, you know, zest, you can use zest in a lot of things for flavors and whatnot. So, and it's not hard to become a green, Montgomery County green certified business. You just need to be green minded. Like all of our packaging is biodegradables and things that we have to serve. We don't use china and glassware and whatnot. We use green products, you know, our dish soaps and we don't use Clorox. Well, we do use Clorox, some we have to, but we try to use alternatives as much as possible, pretty much solely. And we have our workers, they live in the community, some of them can walk to work. All those little things help to make us a green business. So don't be shy about applying and getting involved in the process of becoming a green business. And there's easy things you can do just by changing your light bulbs as well. So I want to encourage you all to, if you're a small business, to consider, and of course, all our wonderful community of people that have supported Green Plate this past couple years over COVID and coming and shopping local and everything. Really appreciate it. Always appreciate One Montgomery County Green, DPP. And if you have any questions, and Wendy can post that recipe, but it's, as you can see, it's not hard, but when you taste it, it's really good.
I love it. Thank you so much. Everything you make is really good. So that's really not a stretch. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Kit, for giving us your time and great insight. I mean, I just love the idea of using, because we save some of the pretty bottles and to sort of giving away, you know, giving that as a gift. That's a great idea. Thank you so much.
Let me
All right.
do
Go ahead.
real quick. I didn't say make a plug for the Ag Reserve, but we've got a really great resource for local product that's clean and will support our community just by buying right here. You can go up to Butler's and make that applesauce for someone, or your apple pie.
It's like you knew what to say, because later on in the program, we have someone who's going to talk just about that. Good job. It's like I set you up for it. Thank you so much. So real quick, as we get ready to move into the next sort of part, we have one more giveaway. One more. This is so pretty. Thank you. Leslie, are you ready? Are you guys ready to do one more? Did you have a question that you
Yes.
wanted everyone to to answer?
Yes, I do. So for this raffle, my question, so everyone just type your answers into the chat box. And for every, for every one name, we're going to put it in the wheel of names. And so, Amatola, can you share your screen with the wheel of names? And then I was thinking, Brenda, would you maybe be able to like call out the names to her so she can type them in quicker? I'm just trying to think of something that might work well, but
That sounds like a good plan.
because then Brenda can just read off the names when they come in and she can type them in.
Yeah, of course.
Does that
Awesome.
work for you guys? Amatola, can you do it? All right, I love it. All right, what's the question?
All right, delete all those names there, and then, all right, everybody, oh, hold on, it messed me up, hold on. Okay. My question is, name one, so now that we've seen a few of these things, I want somebody to think about naming one way you will gift outside the box this holiday season. Like
All
one
right, cool.
creative idea that you're thinking of from some of these things. Or anything that falls into the holiday campaign or eco.
Joy.
Joyce.
Jeanette, Shannon, Michael, Kathy.
Good, good.
Pam. Ooh, local beer. It's a good one. Dwayne. I hope I said that right. Jenny. Adam. Kirsten. Julia. Enid. And I hope I'm saying the names right. Sorry. Mary Lane.
And-
Jeffrey.
Super
I'll go
sorry. I don't want to like mispronounce or like mistype anybody's names. I think I
You're
missed
doing
like
pretty
two, but I
good.
wasn't too sure if I wasn't spelling them right.
Yeah, I'll go back.
Okay.
Kirsten,
'Cause I
that's
can't
a
see the chat.
K-I-E-R-S-T-N. Julia
We
and
got-
Enid, E-N-I-D. I think you got it.
And then Joyce.
We already got Joy. Miss Joyce.
Yeah,
Don't
we
forget
don't have
Joyce. So pardon the misspellings, but I think you're doing a great job, Amatola.
For
So
sure.
don't worry. I think we
Yeah.
got you. I think we
Oh,
got you
no.
ready.
With spellings, please tell me. Like, I want to respect everybody's names.
I think you did a darn good job.
Just for a quick game.
So go ahead, spin it.
Oh,
Click anywhere inside of it to spin it. There you go.
Yay!
Yay, Mary. All right.
I love how much participation we're having.
I know, it's good. Now we have to shout out was it? Who was Mary? I think.
It was Mary Lane.
Oh, gotcha. And you were Go to Moko Made. Love it. Good suggestion. All right, great. Well, we got one more at the end of the evening, so you guys got to stay around. Be prepared for that quick response. All right. So we're going to move up county to our friends. Once again, one of our sister partner organization, Joyce in Poolsville Green, and she has brought with her two. I love it. I'm going to actually so add you guys in here. Give me a second. I got to Jenny first and Katie. There we go. All right, I got you ladies. All right, so coming from up county. You can start, Joyce.
Sure. Hi, I'm Joyce Brenner, and I am Executive Director of Poolsville Green. And I'm going to share my screen for just a couple of slides. 1,000 it's a picture's worth 1,000 words kind of thing. So let me do the presentation. How's that looking?
It's perfect.
Okay, so So basically, you know, Poolsville Green, we are about 10 years old. And we, in a nutshell, educate the community about sustainable living practices. And for us over the 10 years, that has developed mostly into talking about energy efficiency in the home, going renewable if you can, and driving electric if you can. You know, if public transportation or whatever is not an option for you. And so, but I wanted to give you, out of those three things, we do a lot of different things. And this screen just tries to give you a taste of that. We've had movie nights talking about climate change issues and things like that. We've had information about energy, how to choose renewable energy through third parties and things to watch out for on that. We've talked about water quality. The town of Poolsville has a solar array, and we explained what's happening to the community about that. Energy efficiency, again, both in the home and landscaping, things you can do. We also do some things like tree planting and those kinds of activities, roadside cleanups. We don't focus a lot on those. I tend to worry about people feeling like they can plant a tree and then, you know, they're done. And so, no, you're not really done. But it is a gateway activity, so to speak. But the big things that we get into, our biggest event is the National Drive Electric Week show in September at Poolsville Day, and probably the second largest event we get involved in is bringing EV showcase to the Green Fest in the spring. And then the other, let me just flip there. And then we do tie in with the school system a little bit. The big box thing displayed there talks about climate change education. It all comes back to climate change for us. And we do have a monthly meeting called your Carbon Footprint Challenge. So basically thinking, it's sort of like putting your house on a carbon diet, and what can you do to reduce your carbon footprint. And so that's open. That's every fourth Tuesday. So look for us on social media for that link or whatever. You can find it on Facebook. So I don't want to take a lot of time, but that's sort of what we're all about. And I do want to introduce, I'm going to unshare my screen. How do I, unshare, stop share. And I want to introduce one of our most important charities here up in the Up County with regarding food in particular and other things. I'll let her talk about that. Is Katie Longbreak with Moko. I will let her tell you what Moko is.
Thank you, Joyce. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight. Thank you to Montgomery Green as well for the invitation. My name is Katie Longbreak, and I am the Executive Director of WMCO Help. WMCO is the emergency assistance organization for Western Upper Montgomery County, so sort of this little pocket of Montgomery County. We have a food pantry that provides families with a month's worth of just the staple foods at a time. We also provide financial assistance for household expenses like rent, utility payments, and car repair and medical expenses. WMCO also organizes volunteers to drive the homebound in our area to necessary medical appointments. Public transportation is not a viable option for our area of the county. WMCO serves the residents of Poolsville and the surrounding areas in the agricultural reserve. We appreciated that shout out earlier. Poverty in our area often comes in different form than in the more populated areas of the county. It is frequently hidden on farms as well as in plain sight. For over 50 years, WMCO has responded to the needs of our neighbors in creative ways. And now in 2022, we are looking to move into a bigger space where we plan to increase our cold storage capacity, as well as providing more items like diapers, toiletries, and cleaning supplies, things that are not covered with SNAP and WIC. We will also have more space to do more programming, such as holding classes on how to cook the local food we receive from growers in the Ag Reserve, job banking, and more. Our clients are looking to an uncertain 2022, with government assistance programs shifting and the cost of living going up. Just this last week, just to give you a picture of what we do, we gave emergency food to a woman who finally got the courage to leave her abusive marriage, but now she's on her own for the first time in decades, and she had no food in her house. We signed up over 150 families for holiday assistance so they can be assured that there will be gifts to give their children this holiday season. WMCO paid the utility bill of a single mom with a cancer diagnosis who couldn't make it to work as much as she needs to pay the bills. I could go on and on. These are just examples from the work of the last few days. With the exception of a few grants, we are supported by generous individuals, and I invite you to join. We have a membership program. Join us for 2022 or give to WMCO as a gift to a loved one. Your dollars will go to the most grassrootsy of grassroots types of organizations. We are one that mobilizes a community's generosity so that we can step in and help when an emergency hits. I'm going to put our website in the chat. It is wmcohelp.org, but I will put that in the chat. And thank you again for this opportunity. And we have another wonderful Ag Reserve organization here, represented by Jenny Freeman at Community Farm Share. And we at WMCO work in conjunction with Community Farm Share and really appreciate all the work that Jenny's doing too. So thank you.
So just continue on, I guess, yeah, or okay, great. So thank you, and thank you to Joyce, and thank you, Katie, and OMG. This is a great opportunity to be here. I'm super excited to share with you about what we're doing with Community Farm Share. And so let me try to figure out if I can just share my screen a little bit. See that one, I think. Okay, did that work? You see the website? Okay, good. So what we do basically is Community Farm Share is a new organization. Yeah, we're based up in Poolesville, but we also serve all of Montgomery County. So we partner with 7 different local vegetable farms that are all also organic or certified naturally grown. So it's super local food. And we provide weekly bags of fresh vegetables directly to families experiencing food insecurity. So these are families, we partner with community organizations like WMCO and other amazing organizations in the county to help us identify those families that are in need. Typically, these are families that are experiencing, they're experiencing food insecurity, but additionally, they often have health issues where eating healthy, super healthy food is really important to, help obviously with their health, or with kids. They need fresh access to fresh, healthy vegetables. We have volunteer drivers who then pick up the food directly from the farm and bring it directly to the families in need. So this first year, we work through donations. We're a donation-based organization. We bring in donations and then pay the farmers, local farmers, directly for growing their food. This is an important piece too, because we believe in supporting local ag in order to build up that local resilient food system in Montgomery County. So in order for the farmers to expand their business and grow and become sustainable, like we were mentioning the Ag Reserve, that's a key component too. So it's kind of a twofer. So any donations that come in are getting directly to the farmers to help their business. It's also getting directly to the families with experiencing food insecurity. And especially, so the green environmental part that I just want to put a big plug in for it is super local. So food is going directly from farms, picking it up that day, it's harvested, brought directly to the families. So there's no storage involved. The carbon footprint is super low. So a lot of pantry food is, maybe coming from places if it's fresh produce, but here it's super direct local, which is great. And also we also support the local farmers. So for this green giving thing, I wanted to show you that there's, oops, there it is. We have this donation gift certificate now. And so you can kind of make a donation in somebody's name in order to provide them with weekly bags of fresh produce. So the produce lasts, it's like every week for about 25 weeks of the growing season that we provide the fresh produce. So in terms of families experiencing food insecurity, it means every single week they're getting a bag of produce. Which is great. And then so it's about for 1 week's of produce, it's $25 about, and then for a month of produce would be like $100, and the whole CSA share, community supported agriculture, is a 25-week share program, would be about $700 or so. Basically any amount is welcome. You can just go to our website, and that's the gift certificate part. We also, these are each of the local farms that we partner with. So there's 7 local farms in Montgomery County. And we also additionally just for this fall season started with a Afghan refugee program where we're supporting the refugees being resettled in the area too. So again, we welcome any support to help us. Again, the money goes directly to the farms, so it's supporting local ag, and it's getting great, amazing, super nutrient dense produce directly from our farms to families who need it most, who typically don't have access to this level of food, of course, and also from a nutrition point of view, it's fantastic. We partnered with also organizations that support families that and people that have diabetes and health issues, where it really makes a big difference to eat super healthy. So it's first quality food. It's excellent food for people. Love
Awesome.
it. Thank you.
That is so great. Thank you, guys. Oh, sorry, I'm duplicating myself for some reason, but awesome. This is great. Thanks for bringing the Up County perspective, bringing out, shout out to the Ag Reserve as well. Always love it. Thank you, Joyce, for bringing these great partners with us. So we're going to keep on the food theme. We are staying here. Vanessa, I'm so glad you got to get with us. Jenny, do you mind stopping your share? I can do it for you if you
trying
can.
to figure that out right now.
If you
I might need help. Oh wait, stop share. Okay, there we go.
Good job. Great. All right, Vanessa, are you there?
I am there. I am.
Yay, wonderful. I'm so glad you made it. Sorry we didn't get you the information fast enough, but I'm glad you got to be here. So Vanessa from Community Cheer, talk to us about what you guys are doing and sort of your food distribution.
Thank you so much, Wendy. And I really apologize. I'm using my phone. I have no internet, so I'm using my phone. My camera is terrible. But anyway, I'm here. I'm very glad to be here. And it's an honor to be and hearing everything, all these efforts that are being done in the county. There's so much that we have to learn. So I'm very, I think I'm very, very lucky that I work in the place where I live as well. I live in Long Branch, and my organization, CHEER, who stands for Community Health and Empowerment through Education and Research, serves the Long Branch and Tacoma community. So there are so much that we've been doing lately. We're a very young organization, a grassroots organization, since 2014. So we've been doing all the work that we are doing. We are building leadership and promoting leadership, promoting community leaders. So every program that we have, community is involved in our initiatives. Lately, we've been doing a lot of advocacy. Maybe some of you have heard about the advocacy for the community center that was closed in Long Branch. So there's so much that needs to be improved in the community. But the good thing is that we've been learning. And in this learning process, there is so much that we also have to learn when it comes to being green. So being green for us is a very new concept. So much that we need to learn, for example, things that for you may be kind of obvious of learning or doing it. For example, the composting that I've been hearing a lot, or other concepts like plugging or things like that. Like for our community is there; those are very new, and I'm glad for the collaboration that we are doing. For example, with the One Green Montgomery or Audubon Society, Naturalist Society. So, which are environmental organizations that lately have been working with us and from which we are learning a lot. So collaboration has been working really well. We know a lot about, like myself, I am the director of the Empowerment and Leadership Development Programs. So I know I know a lot about community engagement. I do a lot of things with community. So by collaborating with others, we can do a lot. So I also manage the food distribution at New Hampshire State Elementary School. We've been doing since June last year, and the people that are working with me are from the community. There are so many teenagers that we have, and some parents that also are working. So it's literally community in action, and that's the way I think it should be. Because if we think about how this can be sustainable, how this can be something that not only will last during the project for the grant, so thinking that how this can really stay in here and really make a difference is through the leadership of the community. So that's something that we are promoting. Yes, again,
That's awesome.
I really appreciate this time, Wendy.
And we'll make sure to put the information, like I said, we're going to be sending out information on all of these organizations. We were lucky enough to come out with you to one of your distributions. You're doing such good work down there at Long Branch, from everything from, looking at asking the community of what they need and making sure that they get that. I really love it. I'm so glad you got, even if it's just by your phone, we got to get you to come in here. So we're just about to wrap up. We're a little over time. I really appreciate you guys staying with us. We have one more performance, and then we're going to have a final giveaway, and then I will close you out with some pertinent words. But let me bring Shannon back up, and I think you should be able to, because I guess Hannah could not come.
So Hannah, as you're gonna, yes, she's not here. You're gonna see in the video, she's a Blair High School cheerleader. So she's wearing her uniform top in the picture, and something came up with cheer today. But thankfully we were able to record her performance. So I'm gonna share a video, and I hope you guys enjoy. She's a beautiful, talented singer, and like I said, she's a freshman at Blair High School and another Community Bridges girl. Let me go full screen. And here we go.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you've delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would calm the storms with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kiss your little baby. You know you kissed the face of God. Mary, did you know? 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 The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. Oh, the lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is part of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? The sleeping child you're holding is the great I am.
Here, I had to mute you. You were getting some feedback on that. Shannon, that was amazing.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And of course, now they're not next to me, so I'm so sorry about that. But yes, that was Hannah. She's so beautifully talented. And sorry she wasn't here with us in person tonight, but we're glad that she was able to still share her talent with all of you this evening.
Yeah. Thank you so much. All right, well, we're about to close it out. We have one more giveaway. I'm going to give you some final words, but are you guys ready? Let me see if I can get Leslie again to pull up. I can't find you. Talk. There you go. Yay. All right. So for the last and final giveaway.
All right. So my last question is, especially with that last performance, I'm just wanting to know from everybody, what was your favorite part of our holiday party?
All right. And we'll start shouting out those names.
Same tactic?
Yeah.
Say the names? Okay.
Yeah. Shannon, Joyce.
And Joyce.
Jeff.
Houston, Michael, all of it. Great answer. Anid, Dwayne, Catherine, Adam, Jenny, Jeanette, Jenny.
I think we missed Pam.
Yeah, Pam.
I think that was good. Amatola, can you share your screen when you?
I'll start again from the top.
Oh yeah, 1 second. Sorry. It's just taking a
And
minute.
thank you, Vanessa. My hat.
I love the answers.
So do I. I'll have to make sure we share the chat as well when we send out information so you can see all of the stuff that was in there. While she's gathering, sort of those names and getting ready to share, I'm going to, close this out and say thank you so much for everyone to come here. We at One Montgomery Green believe in partnerships are really the power that is going to make a difference. I am so pleased that our other Greens were able to participate and bring some of their favorite people and partners to the table. I want to show that it's up county, it's down county, it's East County, that there are so many opportunities, so many ways that you can participate, that you can, gift greener, gift outside the box. I will make sure that you guys see some of the other food pantries that are local that were not able to be here, but all sent us information on ways that you can share, whether it's, providing food to police and fire over the holiday season when they have to actually be working and we're with our families, whether it's donating to food pantries. I love the idea of membership to organizations, thinking of other ways that we can help those who are in need. We know come January, a lot of things, as I believe Jenny or Katie said, you know, come January, things are going to change. There are going to be a lot of people who are seriously in need of our support. So I want you to think about not only giving during the holiday season, but during the rest of the year. You know, it's so easy for us to think of, ooh, you know, let's give now, you know, at the holiday seasons, but so many organizations, so many people are in need in June, in July, in August, in February. So we really want to think about other ways and other times that we can support. So we at One Montgomery Green are excited to be here with you guys tonight to share what other people are doing. And as always, I got to put a plug, you know, when you're looking for donation, places to donate, ways to help, One Montgomery Green could always use your help to do more programs like this, to do like our Clean Headwaters program, which takes students out into the stream to learn about microplastics, our climate resilience, where we're working with partners like Vanessa and Cheer to really help communities understand the impact of climate change, but more than that, come up with actions, community-driven actions that we can do. And last but not least, let me remind you that we will be back in January with Eco Evenings. Our January 26th, save the date. We're going to have David Gershon from Cool Block. We're going to be basically talking about sort of initiatives that are really neighborhood level. So ways that we as individuals can contribute to making a difference as we fight climate change and really do our best to support the environment. So already, are we ready for this last spin, this last opportunity? For those of you, thank you guys for participating. Go ahead, hit that wheel, spin that wheel. Always want to say that. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. Adam, woohoo!
How about
See,
that?
it pays to come back.
Absolutely. Yay.
Yay. All right. Thank you, Molly. Thank you guys all for coming out here. I really appreciate everybody taking the time out of their, you know, Wednesday evening to be with us, to share what you guys are doing. Once again, I will make a point to send out all of the information you heard here tonight. Like I said, if it doesn't go out tomorrow, because a couple of us have a climate change professional conference going on tomorrow and it's taking up much of our day. If I don't get to it, I will definitely get it out by Friday. Once again, thank you guys so much. And everyone have a great holiday season. And I hope you get to share it with your friends, your family. Love to all. And thank you guys for all your support this year.